are you? Good evening.
Honorable Mayor and City Council, good evening. First and foremost, I don't know if you guys are Dodger fans, but we're losing.
Absolutely.
You know, we're losing, right?
Yes.
A little disappointed there. But I just wanted to take this time to introduce myself. My name is Valerie Munoz, and I'm the mayor for the city of Puente. And I'm coming to speak on behalf of your agenda item number 5, and just formally introduce, and first and foremost, thank you for the opportunity to hopefully represent the city of Baldwin Park as well as work for the council on the Water Quality Authority Board.
Any objections? See none, so moved. Item number 5, which is the nomination for the Water Quality Authority, WQA board member representing cities without pumping rights, and Councilmember Cruz Baca.
I would like to please bring this back to the November 2nd council meeting, please. Only because I had asked, I had been asked by Margaret Clark if she could come and also give a presentation. And in all fairness to all the candidates, I would like to also see if we could listen to what Margaret has to say. So I would like to bring it back. I know that the deadline, I believe, is November the 18th that we need to make a decision. And I think if we bring it back to November 2nd, we still have time.
Let me just say, I have the utmost respect for Maggie. I've known her for many years, and she served there for many, many years. And I think that it's time for us to elect a new individual that will enlighten and enhance the level of the WQA, as opposed to having someone that's been there for many years and she's had that opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and make a motion.
Can I make a comment? Just really quickly, this is not about candidates. It's just, maybe I've been questioning the way the staff reports are written. And it says right here that the council has selected this nominee. And I just want to be very clear that this is the first time I've seen the agenda item when it came to me. So when it says council has selected this nominee, I always feel like I'm always included, but I did not get any information on this, and I didn't get the bio, which I know that I got right now, a letter. And it's just the process that I continue to question. Like normally, staff will give us the list of nominees. That's been protocol. These are the 2 or 3 or 4 nominees that are running, and then it gives us the opportunity to select a nominee. But the way this is written, it says that we've selected, the city has selected this nominee, and to be quite frank with you, I didn't know you were running. I haven't spoken to you, and this is the first time, like I said, that I'm seeing it here, and yet it says that the city selected. So I want to know at what point did we select it again? This is not nominee, this is just protocol. Can you explain that to me?
I think I might be able to answer that. I probably have to admit the wording in the staff report is a little bit misleading. The information from the Water Quality Authority was sent to the city and distributed to the city council requesting nominations.
Yeah, just to clarify that, because I was the one that made the request to place this on the agenda.
Right, so I only received one response from city council, and that was for Mayor Munoz.
Okay, and again, this is not about the nominee, but in previous council meetings, I've expressed that it's usually written, well, it has been maybe, but that has not been the case in the past, where the staff report comes from the staff, and it basically allows the council to make the decisions. But now that you're clarifying this, Mayor, yes. I can see that, but once again, I continue to question the way that the report is written. Right here it says that staff recommends, and that it's been chosen on behalf of the city of Baldwin Park, and that's why when I don't get a report that says, for example, when you met or some information on it and you say that you recommended, that's when I tend to question it, because that's not protocol. Usually you give us the option to look at the nominees, then we select the nominees. So I just, like I said, I mentioned the last council meeting, and again, Valerie, it's not about you, it's the last council meeting. I have the same concern that they're always a little misleading, and I need to make sure that I state my concern about how it continues to be misleading. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Well, first of all, allow me to take full responsibility, because I don't want to, I'm the CEO, I'm the one that did contact him that I wanted this information on there. did not hear from Maggie Clark, and as I stated earlier, Maggie Clark's been there for years, and I think it's an opportunity for us to select someone, a different generation that can represent the particular changes in demographics of the San Gabriel Valley. But Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco.
I'd second your motion.
All right, hold on. There's been a second motion, but go ahead.
I do a substitute motion only because I would like to bring it back to November the 2nd. Maggie Clark did reach out to me. And I thought that we had plenty of time for November the 2nd until I saw this on the agenda, and it was too late for me to also put her. In the past, I remember that it was both Maggie and Louis Aguinaga that had come forward to give, to come in and sort of let us know that they were running and so forth, and for us to make the decision. And then later we made the decision. So I'm only saying, you know, that I was approached by Maggie as well, so I just wanted to bring it back. We have plenty of time. I can reach out to her, I can add it to the agenda for November the 2nd, and if we could make a decision, yes, I am all for bringing in new people, I am all for bringing, but I would like to, in all fairness, to give the candidate, since she reached out to me, a chance.
Yeah, I just want to add just one quick thing too, and it's true, Maggie I had talked to her in the past too, and so it's not that I'm deciding on her, I don't want to give her the opportunity, but again, my issue is the protocol. It's always been that the candidates are given to us, and then when they come to us, then we give them that courtesy of making that selection. But when I saw that it said that the city had made a decision, that doesn't sit right with me, because I didn't know, I had not talked to Valerie at all. She didn't share with me she was running. And so, you know, next time if it's the mayor that's asking, then Shannon, I would like for you to state it instead of saying that staff did it, because that was my concern.
Yeah, and as I indicated, I'll take full response. Okay, there's a substitute motion on the floor which supersedes the motion. There have been second. Are there any objections?
Object.
Okay, Madam City Clerk, one objection, so at this point we'll take roll call. All right, so the motion is, this vote is to bring this back to allow the other candidate, Maggie Clark, an opportunity to come and speak to the council. So the vote?
Councilmember Baca?
Yes.
Councilmember Rubio?
Yes.
Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco?
No.
Mayor Pro Tem Monica Garcia? No. Mayor Manuel Lozano?
No. All right, so at this point, I will go ahead and make a motion. Excuse me, the motion dies. It's 2-3. At this point, I'll make a motion nomination for the Water Quality Authority, WQA board member representing the city without pumping rights, and that the candidate is the mayor of the city of La Puente, Valerie Munoz. And that is my motion.
Second.
Any objections? I see no objections.
Yes.
Okay, well, hold on one more. There is an objection by Councilmember Cruz Baca. At this point, we'll have Madam City Clerk take roll call. And this is for the vote. This is for the vote. This is for the vote. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yes.
Mayor Manuel Lozano?
Wait a minute. Start over.
When you first?
Okay, yeah, yes.
Okay, so Mayor Lozano?
Yes.
Council Pacheco?
Yes.
Council Baca?
No.
Council Rubio?
I will abstain on the basis of protocol. Thank you, Mayor.
Mayor Monica Garcia?
Yes.
Okay, so the motion passes 3-2. Congratulations. All right, thank you.
Mayor.
Yes, Councilmember Vice Mayor Monica Garcia.
I will acknowledge that that was a poor choice of words, because clearly the decision is being made here tonight. And so I know that, you know, this might be a new process for some of our staff, and just that we are very careful on, you know, how we bring forth this type of information, because it could have just been a simple error, but it has the potential to, you know, blow up. And I would just say, you know, just be very careful about these staff reports and how they're presented to us.
But Mayor, I also have to say that we ourselves have to be conscious of how we present it. When I present something to Shannon or to Robert, but it's mostly to Shannon when I want to put something on the agenda, I am very specific, and he does ask me 2 or 3 times, is this what you mean? And then I'll say, no, this is what I mean. And then he'll come back and say, now, does this look okay? Is this what you're trying to express that you would like to put on the agenda? And then I say yes or no. So I think that it's our responsibility to make sure, and not to put someone like Valerie, you know, I sit on a couple of committees with her, and this is, to me, it's very uncomfortable that she's put in this position where, you know, we have not taken care of our business because we worded something wrong, and it was to our impression that the decision had already been made when I was coming here thinking, well, let's listen to someone else. It wasn't like I had made a decision or anything. I just thought, let's make the process fair. And that's all. And I think it's very unfair to put the candidate that's out there under scrutiny because we didn't get it right. So in the future, I think we need to be cognizant of how we word things. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And
Yes.
also,
Yes.
I mean, ultimately, this is a staff report, and so it does fall with the staff. And so I would say, staff, when you're preparing these reports, just, you know, make sure that everything is accurate, and just be very careful about what is presented here to the council. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mayor, I'm sorry, but I do have to say, and I'll repeat it again, I have many times, this time I did not put anything on the agenda, but I do have to say that Shannon is very, very aware of something that might not be worded the right way. It falls on our shoulders. We're the bosses. We need to make sure that we word things